the sand and everything gets caught in there, so you have to remove the baffles, make sure you get every bit of sand out of there. Obviously you don't want any sand in this because that sand's going to go in your engine and then you're going to have a very unhappy time. Inlet manifold is powder coated, just that satin black as well, and then I've kind of just spray painted a lot of other bits and pieces here. The block, I just painted it black also, so that was nice, and I've tried to replace a lot of bolts and everything on there where I could. So yeah, it looks really good. Also with the cam cover we put in the AN fittings here, so these are going to go down to a breather tank, but I have to work out where the lines and everything are going to go, so that's going to have to wait until it goes in the car. A lot of other parts that have been sandblasted and powder coated, thermostat housing, pretty much every bracket on here. The engine brackets, like here as well, the AC and the power steering brackets, and then even all these just small little ones, like even these little ones here have all been powder coated too, so looking very nice. So the engine itself, don't expect some 1,000 horsepower crazy thing, it's all basically stock with a few little improvements. Starting with the block, it's got AOP head studs, it's got a new factory Mitsubishi head gasket on there. All the other gaskets as well have been replaced, from exhaust to inlet. New turbo manifold studs on here as well, these are titanium ones. All new idler pulleys, all of the bearings, everything has been changed in here as well. The balance shaft belt has been changed too. Water pump has been changed also. As much as we could just to give it a full proper service. When we took the engine apart, it was a little bit scary because the timing belt was very, very loose.
At all, I can take it off by my fingers. So there's something really wrong.
So that's when I kind of got concerned and thought, okay, let's just redo everything. It did. If you watch my very first video, you'll see that I mentioned that it has had a full service and a lot of things were replaced. But I don't know who did it, and whoever did didn't do it properly, and they didn't replace a lot of parts that should have been done. When they did the timing belt, they should have done the water pump and the gasket and everything else. So everything has been redone now. The timing belt that was on there was basically brand new, so we've kept that on there. Everything has also been cleaned. I would have loved to replace the alternator, but they're really expensive, so I just kept that on there. It's got a new rear main seal, it's got a new front main seal as well. The other thing was the clutch. When we removed the clutch in the car, we realized it had a twin plate clutch in there, but the discs were very worn. So luckily I was able to buy new discs, so we've put them in there. I replaced the clutch fork, the throwout bearing, and all the bolts and everything in there as well. So hopefully, when I drove the car, actually there was kind of a little squeaky noise every time you press the clutch in. So hopefully that's gone away now, that's all been changed. So yeah, other than that, we also cleaned the gearbox and the transfer case and everything as well. The seals for the drive shafts as well have all been changed on the gearbox and the transfer case, which is just sitting over there. So every serviceable part that could be changed has been done on the car. So every seal, gasket has been done. You know, even the gaskets for the thermostat housing, and even the gasket for the oil filter housing, that has been changed as well. A lot of the hoses as well have been replaced. Just these two ones here, they were a bit worn. I replaced them. I've also been wrapping the loom in this loom wrapping tape too. And then also this one here too, which I was powder coated, this water return pipes. Okay, so cylinder head. It was decked, the surface was redecked.
We cut the seats with the 30,
yeah.
5 angles, making some more reliefs around the head of the valve for getting high flow.
Yeah.
Making a little more space towards the head gasket, but that's will
Should
be okay.
Yeah.
The ground valves, we installed new non-tick lifters.
Yeah.
We assembled everything with new seals, and everything that could have been powder coated has been powder coated.
Everything that could have been powder coated has been powder coated. like this, and new bolts where I can. So yeah, so she's basically ready to go. With the gearbox on, the transfer case we're going to leave off because we'll put that on it when it's in the car. The turbo's sitting there, the drive shafts are there. Basically, that's it. We've run out of things to do. I just have to get the car rolling again, and we just have to try and make time and find a lift and then put this all back together.
Ooh, fun.
What problems will come up? There's going to be some, yeah. I'm betting all of them, but hopefully no problem, serious problems with this. But yeah. Oh yeah, and the injectors were also cleaned and tested, and they've got new lower seals in there as well. So the problem at the moment is I don't have any wheels to get the car rolling, so yeah. But that'll be left for another video where I don't have any other wheels. But basically that's it. That's the engine. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait to get it in the car. Anyway, until then, I'll see you in that video, and I can't wait. Bye.